And on the live line now, Mazin Sbaiti. Mazin is a trial attorney, and this Donald Sterling story, really, it has me on my heels most days, Mazin. But I'm just curious, from a trial attorney perspective, what he's saying and what he's suing the NBA for, does he have a leg to stand on?
Not really. The NBA hasn't really done anything. He really should be blaming his wife, who's trying to sue the team, or trying to sell the team rather, from under his feet.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know, he's got his little one-page statement yesterday. The team's not for sale. Says I didn't want to sell the Clippers, and instead of $2 billion for the team, he wants to sue the NBA for $1 billion. I mean, we know the guy's got a bunch of money, and money usually gets you good attorneys. I mean, can they turn it into something? Just dragging it out, is that the goal? I mean, what's he really going to be shooting for?
Well, you know, that's what I've been scratching my head about. If you sue for $1 billion and you have an offer on the table for $2 billion, that means he's saying the team is worth at least $3 billion, and that something the NBA did cost him that extra billion.
Yeah.
From everything we know, that team is worth nowhere near $3 billion. I think no matter how smart, how many Harvard lawyers he hires, he's probably never going to see $1 billion damage.
And when you play it out, though, I mean, if he goes to court and he's going to try to lean on this phone call that he say it's illegal, and then NBA banned him and is making him sell the team based on something that was illegally gotten, can they go at him from that perspective?
I think what's really going to end up happening is there's going to be litigation involving the trust, and that's probably where all this gets sorted out. He's a co-trustee with his wife, or his estranged wife, and he gave her authority to sell the team, withdrew it. I think that's really going to be where they're going to start to unravel this little Gordian knot.
Yeah, it's a little hokey pokey. He's in, he's out, he's in, he's out. If he called you, Mazin Sbaiti, if he called you and said, I want you to be my lead attorney and I want to win against the NBA, where would you start? What would be the first plank of the platform that you would even try to win the case for him?
His best case against the NBA right now is an injunction suit, so a court order basically preventing the NBA from accepting the sale of the team and preventing the NBA from forcing him to sell the team. And his best argument under that is that he has a contract with the NBA, franchise agreement, and that Adam Silver's banning him for life was the necessary remedy and the only thing the NBA is allowed to get out of all of this. They can't force him to sell the team because he never violated the contract. Specifically, he never said anything in public that brought the NBA into disrepute. All his statements, as abhorrent as they were in private, and someone else made them public. He can't be or shouldn't be blamed for that. That would probably be his best argument.
Okay, and then if you were with the group that's trying to buy the team, the contract now appears to be broken, at least from his perspective. Do they have legal recourse, or do they just have to kind of wait it out?
There's actually a family trust that owns it, and if the contract is broken, actually this is really why there needs to be litigation over the ability of the trust to sell the team, because the guys buying the team, the Steve Ballmer group, they relied on Shelley's sole authority. That may not have been reasonable given that they knew that there was a trust and there would be trustees. So I don't know how much legal recourse they would have against the trust. There probably ends up being litigation over whether she really had the full authority, whether she could have the full authority to sell the team to them. And they probably have smart enough lawyers who flagged that issue well in advance. I got you. It's trial attorney Mazin Sbaiti, a brilliant deduction, and try to make some sense of a case that really spins and changes almost every day.